Hello everyone, welcome to Donu's World and to Kick-Ass and Wellness Wednesday. Well, today is January the 1st, New Year's Day 2025. So let's move forward with the good things we achieved in 2024 and the nice people we met and all the things that are decent and worthwhile. And let's leave behind the rubbish, the failures, the sadness, and focus briefly on New Year's resolutions. Most people make resolutions on January the 1st. We were brought up that way, many of us. And it's normal to say, okay, I'm going to improve myself. And that is what Wellness Wednesday in Donu's World and Kick-Ass Wednesday in Donu's World is all about, self-improvement. But I was looking at, I do a lot of reading around health and fitness and mental health and other forms of self-improvement around this time of the year, so I can decide what new, better things I'm going to do and what bad things I'm going to cast aside, okay? Now, there was one year when I actually succeeded in giving up smoking, having been a heavy smoker for like 40 years. I mean, honestly, I used to smoke 3 or 4 packets of cigarettes a day. And one January, 7 years ago, I finally stopped. But that was after years and years and years of making giving up smoking one of my New Year's resolutions. It took about 35 years to achieve that objective. I think a lot of people take a long time to get round to being who they want to be in a particular part of their lives. And some people never even achieve any of their objectives. So according to this British government health advisory I received via email, one of the reasons why maybe people don't achieve their New Year's resolutions, I paraphrase, is that they bite off more than they can chew. They expect too much of themselves. They go too far to the extreme. So, it's like, I'm going to go to the gym every single day for the rest of the year. Or I'm going to go 4 times a week. Now, from 0 to 4 or from 0 to 7 is a lot to expect of yourself. It's always better to take baby steps and maybe start with 1 day a week and move on to 2 days a week or whatever. Because the reason I'm saying this is because most people who own gyms, okay, will tell you that on January the 1st or 2nd, the gym is packed with new customers who are determined to get fit and lose weight or whatever. Now, according to an app called Strava, a fitness app, which analyzed 800 million user-logged activities, most people are likely to give up on their resolutions by January the 19th. So, and that's almost always because they've set goals that are too high. And then, of course, once you fail, it depresses you and you start thinking, I'm useless, I can't get anything right, and you get back into a spiral of negative behavior that's very bad for you, both physically and mentally. At least that's what happens to me again and again and again. So I'm very proud that I managed to give up cigarettes. And I have over the years managed to stick to 1 or 2 resolutions. But, generally, I'm as hopeless as so many people when it comes to achieving what you really need to achieve. And the reason for that, 9 times out of 10, is overdoing it. Okay? Now, so don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you have a week when you didn't make it to the gym, well, first of all, start gradually. Say you're going to go every weekend or, once or twice a week. And don't say you're going to spend 2 hours doing everything you're supposed to do. Maybe you just spend 10, 15 minutes on the bike or the treadmill or whatever to start with, or the rowing machine or a few weights. And then if you have a week when you don't make it or you're not feeling too good, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't say, oh, well, I've screwed up now, I'm not going to go back. Okay? Just say, this is a bad week. I'll be back in the gym next week. And not just the gym, it's everything really, isn't it? I'm putting skincare on my list this year again for like the sort of 40th or 50th year running, because even when I was young, I didn't bother too much with beauty routines. And you'd think that now that I'm older and I'm 65, by the way, and I need to sort of be a little bit more careful about how I treat my body, not take it for granted, I'm still being useless around skincare. And I'm still wasting money on expensive products that I don't use. So my resolution this year, well, it should really be just stop buying the stuff if you're not going to use it and save some money. But I've decided to have one more year of trying to get into the routine and discipline of using these excellent lotions and potions that are in my bathroom cabinet. Now, I'd like to know what the rest of you have planned for yourselves for the year. Don't give me a long list, because you don't need to overburden yourself. Just, that's another mistake most of us make, myself included. Too many resolutions. Just pick one or two things, and then don't overdo those one or two things. So if you're going to jog, no, you're not going to jog for an hour every day. Maybe you go for a walk for 5 or 10 minutes first and then build up, and, do things gradually. Do things, don't plan to do things maximally, quit the big idea, the big gesture, and concentrate on little steps that will be effective and can be sustained. I think sustainable is one of the key words around self-improvement, which many of us have yet to learn how to take that idea of sustainable reforms on board, So, what is it? Do you want to be nicer to your family? Do you want to make more efforts with your friends? Do you want to drink less? Do you want to make your marriage more interesting? Do you want to change to a job that you find fulfilling, or do more charity work? There's so many things we can do to improve our lives. By the way, another resolution I have is to start going to church regularly. Okay? I say it every day, every week, every month, and on January the 1st every year, but I never do it. I only show up in church once in a blue moon, and my parish priest, who is my friend, is so fed up with me. So, what else? What are my resolutions? Okay, so in the spirit of what I've been saying to you, maybe I shouldn't aim to be in church every Sunday, but at least, once a month is better than nothing. Once a month is better than 3 times a year, okay? So I'm going to aim for that initially, and maybe I'll be inspired by divine inspiration to start going every week. Because people do say that there's genuine mental health benefits associated with being religiously observant. So for someone like me who constantly suffers from depression and despair and all those things, maybe religion is going to be an answer. But I'm only saying I'm going to go once in January, and then once in February, and then we'll see how it goes. Maybe by the time Lent comes up in the days before Easter, I will be able to increase my church attendance. So don't try to run before you can walk. There's so many sort of platitudes and cliches I can tell you, and you can read in any magazine. Don't be too harshly critical of yourself. It's bad for your mental well-being. Baby steps. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. Tell me what you have in mind. Tell me your plans. Don't make your plans too complicated, convoluted, and difficult to stick to. And but do something. Because, it's all very well telling people, oh, don't put yourself under too much pressure. You've got to put yourself under some pressure, to be honest with you. I mean, life shouldn't be so easy that you sit back and do nothing and do what you want, indulge all your worst habits. I've already started, by the way, with my whole weight loss thing. So I don't need to make weight loss my New Year's resolution, because I'm already losing weight. So that's great. I'm just saying, don't put yourself under too much pressure, because you'll probably fail and then feel like a failure and then not bother to do anything at all. But don't do nothing at all. Don't say, well, kind of, I'm okay as I am. Okay, I'm fat, but so what? My husband loves me as I am, or my children love me as I am. And hey, kind of, I'll keep on smoking because lots of people who smoke don't die of lung cancer. Or I'll keep on being mean to everybody at work, whatever. There's so many ways in which we all know we can improve ourselves. Try. Do some exercise. Everybody knows now that exercise is good for the heart, good for the lungs. Even if it's just a few minutes a day, do something, okay? And don't get involved in procrastination and other forms of self-sabotage. We'll be talking about self-sabotage in the coming weeks. That is the ways in which people prevent themselves from being the best version of themselves that they can be. And I think on that note, I will just say Happy New Year. There won't be any viewers' voices this week because this video is being pre-recorded because my assistant who helps me with the recording is going to be on holiday till the first week of January. So we're not going to be doing, so this is pre-recorded, so I don't know what the viewers' comments will be in a couple of weeks' time when this video appears. I don't know what I will weigh on January the 1st because this is being filmed 2 weeks before January the 1st, okay? So, but if you look in the comments, we'll put a little note in case you're interested. So thank you. And don't forget to tune in next Wednesday and on Friday. Bye.